Welcome to Pathways of Hope. Let me just read a few lines from the Gospel today. It's an invitation to persevere amidst persecution. Beware of men, for they will deliver you over to courts and flog you in their synagogues, and you will be dragged before governors and kings for my sake, to bear witness before them and the Gentiles. When they deliver you over, do not be anxious how you are to speak or what you are to say. For what you are to say will be given to you in that hour. For it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of the Father speaking through you. During the time of the early Christians, I think you all know the history, they were persecuted for their faith, and even some were martyred for their faith. And the Gospel of Matthew was written during the intense persecution that the early Christians were experiencing. And imagine this, you're being brought to the leaders of your country or the leaders of a city, and they're telling you to give up what you believe in. Now, the early Christians, you all know the history, they did not. Many suffered and died for their belief. And the assurance of Jesus was, for those who will be persecuted, they would speak not on their own words, but from the Father Himself, and that the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, will guide them amidst the persecution to speak the truth. And they did. Many, I think, know that the early Christians, they became a witness to the gospel, and many believed because they saw, why would these people believe to the point of laying down their lives? This must be true. And many did. Many believe because of what they witnessed. We today are believers because at some point in time, people were willing to lay down their life for the Christian faith. Now you might say today, we're not persecuted anymore in that way, although there are parts of the world where Christians are persecuted. But I think many of us who are listening to this message today, you're not persecuted. But in some way, many of us are ashamed of what we believe in. Maybe it's an office mate, maybe it's a friend making fun of us who still go to Mass every Sunday, still believe in God. And sometimes the ridicule might cause us to hesitate to keep on believing or tell people what we believe in. Well, the same invitation Jesus gave to the early Christians who were persecuted more intensely is the invitation for us. Do not be anxious and do not be afraid. God will speak through you. Speak the truth. What we believe in is worth giving our lives to. Let's not be ashamed. In a world where people are looking for meaning and looking for something to believe in, we Christians know that what we believe in is true. And it has given us so much joy in our life. So let's not be afraid to share the good news to the people around us. God bless.